This is my second place Infernity deck profile. I played in a 2014 hat format tournament. There are 75 people. I got second place, which is pretty good, especially considering Infernity is like not a super popular deck anymore. I figured I'd share what I play because I'm a huge Infernity fan, and I think it's like one of the best decks in the hat format. So I also saved all my replays, so I can I'll go make a separate video going over my matches. But I play triple Archfiend, double Necromancer. You only need two. You definitely don't want to play three of this. You're gonna brick. Three Street Patrol. I mean, this is a staple at three. I think everyone understands that now. Double Monk. This card's insane for combos, and I just want a combo turn one. It's just like such a good card. Yeah, going a second, it's like not great, but you can always side it out. And there are combos with two monks where you have monk, summon monk. It's a very good card. I would for sure play it if you're playing this deck. And then I play double Armageddon Knight, one Gruffer. Gruffer's like a -1 from hand is why I don't like playing more of it. Like, yes, you need to empty your hand, but you just need the one for Rhoda and then also for Monk. So you have access to it if you need to, but I'd much rather summon an Armageddon Knight, especially when I'm going second, because Arma sends Street Patrol plus like Instant Fusion or like Ethereum or Thrasher, like any of these free drops. It lets you make Exciton and then still be able to extend using your resources from hand. So that's just why I like Armageddon Knight. And you can't play too many of the warriors because they can't empty themselves from hand with Street Patrol. So if you draw like double Armageddon Knight, like you're basically not comboing that turn unless you have like a lure or something like that. Ethereum, this is the best single level 4 special summon. And the revive effect, it only comes up if you're going second. And in that case, them reviving a card makes Exciton more live, so it's like not even that bad. And then Thrasher, I play this because it's a Rhoda target, and it can beat over yugioh armor, which is like really relevant because everybody plays yugioh. I hate that deck, but it's really popular. The other thing about this is I think it's better than Goblinberg or Tin Goldfish because it's just special summons itself from hand. Whereas if you're going second and you normal summon like Goblinberg or Tin Goldfish and then they break through skillet, you're just kind of cooked because you have all this other random cards in your hand. And then Archfiend Eris is like the only true brick in the deck, but you have to play it because it's Search's Archfiend. It's like really good card unless you draw it. I play triple Soul Charge, Broken, triple Instant Fusion. I think a common misconception with this deck is only playing 2 Instant Fusion. You definitely want 3 of this, especially because it's a level 3 or 4 extender, which when you're going first, a level 3 extender is more valuable oftentimes than a level 4 because it makes Leviair with Necromancer without needing to search a second Necromancer. So it just makes comboing a lot easier, and obviously going second, just Exciton. And then triple Upstart, it's a spell for Summoner Monk too, but you just want combo. Oftentimes if I have combo turn 1, I won't even activate this. Like I'll finish games with Upstart Goblin set. Like if I have guaranteed combo and drawing a monster will like mess up my hand, I'll just won't activate this card. And it's perfectly fine because you have combo. Double Night Beam. So in this slot you can play either Night Beam, MST, or Forbidden Lance. I think Lance is pretty good because it stops like breakthrough scan and all that. I wanted to play Night Beam because you can set it and activate it later that same turn because it's a normal spell. Night Beam's also good against like Giria because it can hit the Gear. And it can hit Abyss Spirit as well against Mermail. And it's also stronger against artifacts because if you start your turn by Night Beam, blinding their background, you hit like a artifact ignition or artifact sanctum, then they can't chain it, so they don't get the body. Yeah, so that's why I played Night Beam. I think you can also play MST if you want, or you can play Lance. I honestly don't know like which one's better. It kind of depends on the meta, I guess. Rhoda, Broken, Mind Control. This card is broken, very good. So many level 4s. Lure, same thing with Upstart. Foolish, and then your searchable extenders, Launcher and Pal Labyrinth because you search it off the arrows. This is also nice because it gives you attack boost, so it helps like going per game and all that. And then Trap Count, I play triple Emptiness. I play this just because you set up the Emptiness with Key Beetle lock if you get Max Seed or like DD Crowd or like somehow stopping your combo. You can always just try to end on Emptiness plus Key Beetle, and it's like really strong. It's also strong against like cards like Fire, Ice Hand, and it's also really good against Soul Charge. Like if your opponent's trying to break your board, they'll like commit resources, force your like barrier, and then they'll go for Soul Charge, and then you just Emptiness, and that's game. Yeah. It also stops like Sanctums and all that. It's a decent card. I would say this is your flex spot. Like you don't have to play Emptiness, but I liked it as like my backup. And then I played the 4 drops. Extra deck. I play triple evolvable chain. You only need 2 for the combo. I just played the 3rd in case I got like max seed. Because then you can just make chain and then stack an archfiend for next turn and play on the next turn and then use your 2 other chains then. I think I was playing in real life. I would play like a Gaga Cowboy. Yeah, I don't know. I think 3 level chain though is fine. It's basically flex spot. You need 2 of this because you use 1 in the combo. And then going second, you also want to use 1 to like blow up your opponent's field. It helps you clear stuff. Double Leviator because you use 1 in the combo. And double Monk combo, you use 2. Again, you don't have to play 2, but it's so much safer because this card's really good. Especially if your opponent like negates it, you want to be able to have access to it again for follow-up. Double Exciton, you have to play 2 of this, like 100%. Because you just kind of like chuck this out there when you're breaking a board, and then your opponent, like, you know, they're aware Exciton's in the format, so they probably have an out. If they're committing onto the field a lot, they have a way to stop Exciton from resolving, and then you just pick a second one, and it's like lights out for the op. Key Beetle, this is oftentimes on your end board. Key Beetle, target Emptiness, of course, or Key Beetle, target Infernity Necromancer, because if your opponent goes like Dark Hole, you can protect the Necromancer for guaranteed follow-up. And or send like Necromancer protect this. It's also kind of nice for its attack stat 2500. And then 101 card's just really good. It's like removal. This is really good into certain matchups. This is basically like, for those who don't know, it's like a summon it and then it's like a double DD Crow on the opponent's graveyard. So it's good against like Dragon Rulers and like some other niche matchups. It's also good because it equips your monster, so Infernities don't have high attack monsters, but what they have is like Exciton, and then you summon this guy, banish 2, then you equip, and it's suddenly 3100 because it gains 1200. Dweller for like the hands and artifacts, all that, and then instant fusion targets level 4. Should be like Camion Wizard, technically, but that card's like $1 million. Level 3 target, and yeah. And side deck, I think this could be improved upon. This is just what I thought is like decent at the time. I haven't played a lot of hat formats since literally 2014, so this is just like kind of what I thought would be decent. Double wiretap for like Sanctums and trap heavy decks, because if they stop you from comboing off turn 1, like if you're going second into like the artifact trap trick stick and they like stop your play from going off, then you can set this and play for like turn 4 to try and combo under the protection of wiretap. Same thing with Debunk. Debunk's really nice because your opponent's going to side in Maxi DD Crow, and they're also going to play off the hands and artifacts. So like Debunk stops all of that. And even if you like go first and you set it and you get hand trapped or whatever, you can set this and then just set up for the next turn and combo under like Debunk. Double Deprison. This is for like mainly for the hands. Your opponent's going to try and crash them into you, and then you just Deprison them. It's also really good against like Mythic Rulers and these decks with like the Dragon Ruler engine, so I think that card's that was pretty good. One warning for going first, cards was really nice because it stops the hands. The hands are like the biggest threat to an Infernity board is like normal summon Ice Hand, ironically. And then this thing, because you can't play hand traps in Infernity, you have to play this. This is basically DD Crow. DD Crow is really good in hat format, but you have to play Transmigration Prophecy because you can't play hand traps in Infernity, obviously. But this is specifically good in Infernity because when you set it and resolve it, you can shuffle back your own Infernity launcher. So you can target like the opponent's artifact in your own launcher and just reset it. And then I played double MST just for decks with like continuous stuff. Like if you see Fiendish Chain, you put this in, and a lot of Floodgate decks, that type of thing. Double Chalice, this is specifically for artifact decks and Flying Sea. So your opponent's going to try and resolve like Artifact Sanctum when you're going second, and then you just Chalice the Morale Tech to protect your field or your combo. And then if you're going first, you side this in to stop Flying Sea. Like your opponent summons it to your field, you activate Chalice, negate the Flying Sea and combo. Dark Hole for going second. Book of Moon, another decent card going second into some matchups for sure. And then Thunder King, this is just for like rogue decks. I didn't play a lot of rogue, I played a lot of meta, but it's also really good against spellbooks. You play it just because it's a summoner monk target. So like if you have monk, and some matchups, what you can do is just, you can just go turn 1 monk, summon Thunder King, and then your opponent just has a hard time dealing with it. But yeah, anyways, that's my Infernity deck profile. I got second place in the 75-person tournament. I'll make a separate video going over all my games, so yeah. Thanks for watching.